butterflies and bees, sailboats and fishermen, things of the sea, wishing wells, wedding bells, early morning dew. You know it? All kinds of everything remind me of you. Seagulls and aeroplanes, things of the sky, winds that go howling, breezes that sigh, city signs, neon lights, gray skies or blue, all kinds of everything remind me of you. Summertime, wintertime, spring and autumn too, Monday, Tuesday, every day I think of you. Dances, romances, things of the night, sunshine and holidays, postcards to write, budding trees, autumn leaves, a snowflake or two, all kinds of everything remind me of you. Summertime, wintertime, spring and autumn too, seasons will never change the way that I love you. Our dances, romances, things of the night, sunshine and holidays, postcards to write, parting trees, autumn leaves, a snowflake or two, all kinds of everything remind me of you. Yes, all kinds of everything remind me of you.
A very good evening, and you're welcome to Out and About Manchester Radio Show. And my name is Annette Logan, and I'm sat in tonight doing a special hour show for International Women's Day. Right, first up tonight, we've got the very talented musician Michelle O'Leary, and Michelle is in the studio. Michelle is going to be playing a tune or two for us while she's here. Zhara Treanor is also here with us, and Zhara is going to be on the phones. So a big hello to you, Zhara, and you're welcome to Out and About Manchester Radio. Go on, Zhara, you can talk now.
Go on, Zhara.
Thank you, Annette, and thanks for asking me to come in tonight.
You're
It's a
very
pleasure to
welcome.
be here.
Right, we'll talk more to you afterwards, Zhara, but in the meantime, you've got the telephone numbers there if you want to give them out.
Yeah, it's 0161 248 6767, or the mobile number is 077 06 682 622, or you can contact us on Facebook on Out and About Manchester Radio.
Thank you very much for that, Zhara. We'll be hearing a lot more from Zhara later on as the show goes on. And we've got two very fit ladies in the studio tonight, and that's not including myself or you, Zhara, or even Michelle, but we've got two girls in from Oisín's football team. That's Shauna and Jane. And Shauna and Jane are going to be telling us all about ladies football and how much they enjoy it. And of course, we'll have lots of lovely music. And we'll start off with the first song, and we'll have this one from Caitlin, My Coat of Many Colours.
Back through the years I go wandering once again, back to the seasons of my youth. I recall a box of rags that someone gave us, and how my mama put the rags to use. There were
lovely Caitlin with my coat of many colours, and I know Caitlin is very, very popular and coming to Manchester very soon, and we'll be telling you all about that tomorrow night. But tonight is another night, and I'm very, very happy and proud to have the lovely Michelle O'Leary in with us. Hello, Michelle.
Hi there, how are you doing?
I'm absolutely great, Michelle. You've got your hands full tonight.
I have my piano accordion here ready to go.
I'm really happy you clarified that, because people would be wondering what you had in your hands, but yes, she's got a big accordion. Now, I'm sure Nathan Carter has used that accordion.
He certainly has, yes.
You see? Now, Michelle, tell me a bit about yourself. Whereabouts in Ireland do your family come from?
My mum and dad both come from Enniscorthy in County Wexford, from about a quarter of a mile from each other. And they emigrated in the late 50s, and I've just ended up, playing music through that.
Right, and have you got any other brothers or sisters?
I've got an older brother, James. He doesn't really play music. He used to play Gaelic for St Kentigern's in the St Kentigern's era.
Right, you never took up to the Gaelic?
No? I didn't have time.
Right, well, that's a good enough excuse, Michelle. Right, Michelle, when did you first get involved? How old were you when you started?
I was around 5 years old, and I went to St Wilfrid's in Hume, where an awful lot of children were going at the time. It was a very big, strong Irish community down there at the time in the club, and it was Cultus Cultoriaran, and I now teach for St Wilfrid's Cultus Cultoriaran, but with now in the Irish World Heritage Centre.
Right, I'm going to ask you all about that.
That's okay.
And you can give yourself a good plug. So you do enjoy playing music?
I love playing music.
Yeah, you can tell that, because I know you put your heart into it. Now, today is International Women's Day. How do you think we can get more women involved in playing traditional music or playing any kind of an instrument?
Well, I think, for instance, now in the Shamrock they're doing a children's session where the mums can bring the children and they don't have to stay at home and mind the children. So the mums have got a chance to get out, and all the ladies can go out and join in as well. I think that's a good place to start. Yeah. Where stereotypically it's always been the woman that stayed at home and minded the children while the dad goes out.
Well, that's exactly where we're here tonight to talk about all those kind of things. Yeah. Right, and young girls, have you seen young girls coming along now that want to learn music?
Oh yes, we have. Well, we have both children. Little girls and little boys, but we have some very strong young children that are girls, and they're all doing incredibly well, through the FLAR system as well.
And how do you think we can encourage more young girls to come along, or women, even women? You don't have to be young, you don't have to be a girl, anybody can learn.
Well, there's a lot of people, for instance, at the adult classes, not just the one I do, but at other ones that, for one reason or another couldn't learn music with children or whatever the reason was, and the women can go and learn quite easily now these days.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and there's plenty of openings.
So how do you advertise yourself, Michelle? Do you have put up posters?
There is some posters, but generally it's word of mouth. Yeah. It's generally word of mouth, just people know there's a class and they turn up.
Right, okay, and say the likes of the radio as well,
Well, the radio is absolutely fabulous, and I know people listen to you all the time, so...
Well,
there you go.
They do, Michelle,
they do. And I know my dad is a very big listener to you.
You're going to have to say hello to your mum and dad.
Hi, mum and dad.
I'm sure.
And hi, Louis. We can't miss Louis out. That's the cat.
Oh, the cat. Oh, I'm sure the cat is going to love his request. Or is it a she?
It's King Louis O'Leary is his full name.
All right, okay. Now, Michelle, going back to music again, what would you say is the hardest instrument to learn? For young girls that want to get involved. What's the easiest?
Some people have different theories on this. I often the tin whistle is always thought of as the easiest. Well, I think really it's just because it's cheap. It's only £6 or £7, and if you think of it, if you've got a lump of tin with a few holes in it, and to make the fabulous music that comes out of it, it's not that easy. So the whistle isn't that easy, really.
I suppose having your fingers over the holes as well.
Yeah, and knowing the combinations as well. It's just because it's cheap. I think people tend to start with that.
Yeah, and to make sure it's the easiest.
Every instrument's hard in its own way.
Okay, and Michelle, we'll go on to the FLAs now. Do you think they're an inspiration to women to come along and play music because they travel all around so many different places?
Yeah, I think it's great to travel around. I mean, we're going back a good few years ago when I played with Tara's senior band, and it was all ladies in the band at the time, and we had great fun, and we did very well with that Ceilidh band as well, and that was all women in that band at the time.
Right, okay. Now, Michelle, for all ladies and young girls or anybody listening at home tonight that might think, I'd love to learn how to play the tin whistle, or I'd love to play an accordion like Michelle plays, where can they find you? You know,
Well,
where do you teach?
I teach at the Irish World Heritage Centre on Mondays and Thursdays. It's the adult class on a Monday, and we start about 6:30, which is really 20 to 7.
Okay.
And on a Thursday, we teach about 6:45, and it goes on till about 9:15.
Right, okay. And have you got a contact number if anybody wants to give you a call?
It's 0796.
You
don't. That's all right.
You know it off your heart. Go on.
Yeah, 0796 0101 100, or you can just get it off the website at the Irish Centre. It's on there anyway.
Okay. Listen, Michelle, thank you very,
No
very
problem.
much for that. Now, Michelle, you're going to play us something nice. What are you going to play?
I'm going to play a nice jig. It's one that Joe Burt used to play many years ago, and I just thought it'd be a nice, lively one.
Well, do you know what? We love something lively in here, and Zara's ready to get going, so...
Oh, we need a bit of a dance
ready.
over here now.
Yeah, whenever you're ready. Now, you're not going to go anywhere. You're going to stay with your friend.
I'm here.
And what are you going to play for us afterwards?
Whatever you want.
Are you going to surprise us?
I'll surprise you.
All right. Okay, a big thank you to Michelle O'Leary for that, and we will be coming back to Michelle very, very soon. And I love doing something different, so I'm going to do it here now to Zara. I'm going to fire her right in the deep end, and I'm going to say, Zara, are you okay tonight?
Annette, I'm fine.
Right, move a bit closer to that microphone now. Good girl. Right?
Yep.
Now, you're a great woman for talking. Now, Zara, tell me a little bit about yourself. You come from what part of Ireland?
I come from County Monaghan town.
Right, okay.
And I came to Manchester in 1995.
Yeah.
I came on a Saturday night and I started work with you on a Monday morning.
I know, I tell you something. Yeah, I did look after you, didn't I? And
21
I'm
years
still
ago,
looking
Annette,
after you. Yeah. Right, okay, Zara, what made you come? What made you leave Ireland to come over here?
Well, I left school at 15. I worked in a shoe factory. I went to London at 17 for a year and worked as a nanny. Then I went back to Ireland and I just couldn't settle, so I decided I'd come to the Bright Lights of Manchester.
And you do like it?
Yeah.
Right.
Home from home.
Exactly. Well done. Now, Zara, at the moment, you're acting manager up there at Irish Community Care.
That's right.
In Levenshulme.
Yeah.
Right. Tell me a little bit about the job you do up there. I know you do a great job, and every week we get comments in here, people asking us to say hello, say thank you to Zara Treanor for the great work. Tell us what kind of work you do up there.
Well, we have our office in Levenshulme, and that's the only office open at the minute through funding and being short-staffed. So we give advice and information on anything to do from Irish pensions to benefits, just any problems anybody's got or any help with filling in forms, etc., things like that. We also run our social groups, which is on a Monday at St Kent's from 11:30 to 2:30, on a Tuesday at St Mary's from 12 to 3, at the Irish World Heritage Centre on a Wednesday from 12 to 3, and at St Anne's on a Wednesday from 12 to 3.
And is there many women involved in these groups, Zara?
Yeah. We have great volunteers. We have some men, but the majority of our volunteers are women.
Right, okay. And would there be like younger generation, or older women that's got involved?
Older women.
Yeah.
A mixture.
Right,
yeah.
Okay. And you're always looking for help, aren't you?
Always looking for volunteers. And
so if you're putting an appeal out now, what would your appeal be to any lady out there that's tuned in tonight and they think, oh, I'd like to do some voluntary work and help at Irish Community Care?
Anybody's welcome to help at Irish Community Care. We're always looking for volunteers for befriending services, for our groups, for our office. contact the office, call into any of the groups, contact any volunteers that you already know or people that attends the group. Never be afraid to come forward, because we're
I
always
suppose a
looking
lot of
volunteers.
people are afraid and they kind of don't want to make that step to say, oh, I'll do it. So how do you think we could do something to get more women to come along and help out? Maybe we need to advertise it more, push it up on Facebook, whatever.
Well, Irish TV has been a great help in that, with covering some of our groups now and promoting Irish Community Care as an organisation. But nobody should be afraid. We're all very friendly and we get on with anybody, and we'd love more volunteers and people to come on board.
Well, there you go. So that's Zhara Treanor. Now, Zhara, we are going to be coming back to you again very, very soon, and you're going to be telling us a little bit about years ago and different awards that you got. Was it?
No,
Tell me.
Just education.
Your education. We love to talk about education. Right, in the meantime, we're going to carry on with a little bit of music, and we'll do a little bit of Lisa McHugh and Old Fashioned Girl.
Hello, Art.
I'm a little bit lonely, I'm a little bit blue. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do without your sweet love to see me through. I'm a little bit lonely, a little bit blue. There's nothing like a good man at a time like this. Someone to hold your hand and lips to kiss. It can't be just anyone, no, that won't do. I'd rather be here by myself if I can't have you. I'm a little bit lonely, I'm a little bit blue. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do without your sweet love to see me through. I'm a little bit lonely, a little bit blue. I admit I've missed you, I can't deny it. So I try to keep myself busy all the time. But when I feel it coming on, Lord knows I fight it. I get to thinking about your love, and I guess that's why I'm a little bit lonely, I'm a little bit blue. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do without your sweet love to see me through. I'm a little bit lonely, a little bit blue. Do you ever think about all the fun we had? Am I just a memory, or do you want me back? So when you get this letter, read between the lines. You'll see that you're welcome back home with me, baby, in your time. I'm a little bit lonely, I'm a little bit blue. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do without your sweet love to see me through. I'm a little bit lonely, a little bit blue. 'Cause I'm a little bit lonely, I'm a little bit blue. Sometimes I wonder just what I'm gonna do without your sweet love to see me through. 'Cause I'm a little bit lonely, a little bit blue. Yes, I'm a little bit lonely, a little bit blue.
That was Lisa McHugh and A Little Bit Lonely, and we were actually down to see Lisa McHugh in Leeds last weekend, and what a fantastic entertainer and a really nice girl. So we're looking forward to seeing all that on Irish TV very, very soon. Now, while we were off air, the phones are going mad here, and Zara's enjoying speaking to everyone. So Zara, who's been on to you?
Kathleen Hooton has been on. She would like to play a request for Martin and Martin Logan, and
Oh,
she'd
right.
like Fool Around With Me played.
Oh, right. Oh, well, Kathleen, I'm sure we'll have that song, or we'll play something special for you. And Kathleen, glad to know you're tuned in, and hope you're enjoying the show. Anybody else, Sarah?
Mary Conway has phoned in. She's a volunteer with Irish Community Care. Does a great job between the office and volunteers in St Kent's, and she'd like to play a request for all Irish Community Care volunteers. She said we all love our jobs and have a great time every week.
Well, isn't that enough to lift any lady out there tonight?
Exactly.
You know, to go and help out at Irish Community Care. Big thank you to you, Mary, and we do look forward to seeing you very, very soon. And we had messages in on Facebook. I know Imelda Johnson has been on earlier on to say that she's going to be listening to the show. Imelda, hope you're doing well. Hope you're sat back tonight and the other half is doing a bit of work around the house. But never mind, we leave it at that for now, because we're going to go back and get a bit more. We've had requests in looking for more music from Michelle. So Michelle, what are you going to play for us now?
I'll just play you a reel, I think, if that's alright.
That would be lovely, Michelle. But is there anybody else you'd like to say hello to before you go?
All the music class, everyone over in the Irish Centre, well, everyone everywhere that I know.
Right, and remind everybody out there where you teach again for anybody
in the Irish World Heritage Centre on Mondays and Thursdays.
Okay. Well done, Michelle, and away you go. Well done, Michelle. That was really, really good. And Michelle, thank you so much for coming in tonight.
Thank you for having me.
It was really, really nice to have you. And thanks for supporting us here on Out and About Manchester Radio.
No problem.
And for supporting us tonight for National Women's Day.
Thank you very much.
Michelle, and we do look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Now, just some notes that I was looking through in the last day or two. We played earlier on All Kinds of Everything by Donna. Well, just to let everybody know that Donna was the first lady singer to win the Eurovision Song Contest for Ireland in 1970. Now, what a wonderful occasion for Ireland. What a great achievement for Donna and for all women over the world. Zhara, do you remember that song?
I do, yeah.
Do you remember Donna winning it?
I don't remember. I wasn't born then, Annette.
Were you not?
No.
Oh, right. God, maybe you just maybe that when you came over here first, that lady worked you a little bit hard. Do you think so?
Maybe so.
Okay.
Still working me hard, Annette.
She's still working you hard. Oh, well, good for her. Right, and for the last quarter century, singer Mary Black has been a dominant presence in the Irish music, both at home and abroad. So we're going to play a nice song by Mary Black, and it's called Only a Woman's Heart.
So low as only a woman's heart can be, as only a woman's, as only a woman's, as only a woman's heart can know. The tears that drip from my bewildered eyes taste of bittersweet romance. You're still in my hopes, you're still on my mind, oh. And even though I manage on my own, my heart is low, my can be. There's only a woman's, there's only a woman's, there's only a woman's heart can know. Restless eyes reveal my troubled soul. Memories flood my weary heart. I mourn for my dreams, I mourn for my wasted love. And while I know that I'll survive alone, my heart is low, my heart is so low. There's only a woman's heart can be. There's only a woman. There's only a woman. There's only a woman's heart can know. My heart is low. Yes, my heart is so low, low. There's only a woman's heart can be. There's only a woman's. There's only a woman's. There's only a woman's heart can know. My heart is low. My heart is so low.
And that was Mary Black and Only a Woman's Heart, and a really, really nice song. Now, we've got two very fit girls in the studio tonight, and I'm another one, and I'm actually saying that, but to look at these two that put us all to shame. But yeah, we've got two girls from Ossians. That's Shauna Carberry and Jane Duggan. Hello, Shauna. Hello, Jane.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm really good. And listen, thank you so much, girls, before we start, for taking the time out to come in tonight. You probably had Gaelic football on, did you?
No, that's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night now, yeah.
Oh, well then,
We took a night out.
I don't feel too bad. Now, Jane, we start with you. Whereabouts are you from, Jane? Whereabouts in Ireland?
I'm from just near enough to the city centre in Cork, a place called Douglas.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And how long are you here in Manchester?
Here in Manchester 3 years, here in England 5 years, so long enough.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Did you go to London first?
No, believe it or not, I was in a lovely spot called Middlesbrough.
All right.
So I was up there studying, came down here and haven't left it since.
Okay, and what are you doing at the moment, Jane?
I'm a radiographer in Salford Royal Hospital. So
Oh, very good.
nice and busy.
Oh, very good. Well done, Jane. And Shauna, tell me a bit about yourself.
Well, I'm from Treanor.
Nice, oh
and
God, with that strong Northern Ireland
I
accent.
know, stick out like a sore thumb over here.
No, it's lovely.
But I came over here 3.5 years ago for uni. So I studied physio over in Manchester, and I've actually just started my first physio job a few months ago in Salford as well. So
Really?
we're colleagues as well as teammates.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, so came over here now. I can't see myself going home anytime soon.
Do you not think
yeah.
so?
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Couldn't settle at home.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Not at all.
I honestly don't think I could ever settle in Ireland again. You get so used to the different life, don't you? You know, and I
Yeah.
suppose for women as well, you know,
Yeah.
it just seems to grow on you over here, doesn't it?
Oh,
Yeah,
I just warmed
definitely.
to Manchester so
Yeah.
quickly. Loved it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's so many
absolutely adored
Irish
it.
here, and everybody is so
So
friendly.
many.
Yeah, it feels like you're at home anyway, just only in a
More
city.
opportunities. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's more
definitely.
opportunities
Far
Definitely.
here.
more, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Now, girls, you play Gaelic football, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so go on, tell me a little bit about it.
Yes.
Where do you play? Who do you play for?
We play for Ossians ladies football team, based in Didsbury in Manchester. We had a fantastic year last year.
Yeah.
We came on to win the county championship, went on and won the All Britain championship.
And you went travelling somewhere,
Yes,
didn't you?
yeah, we ended up travelling to Maastricht. In the Netherlands to play there as well. We played the European champions and beat them. Finally we got to the quarter final, and unfortunately we barely lost that, but like we had some journey last year. It was amazing. Absolutely brilliant year for the women's football team, and
well,
it was
I
great
know
to
that
see.
because I've heard so many people out there talking about the ladies football team because you've worked so hard fundraising as well for all these trips.
And it's just amazing the support that we've got as well.
Yeah, so that trip over to Maastricht that Jane was saying, I think we had to raise like 10 grand or something for that in the space of a few weeks. It was amazing. Like everyone just got together. We had like a night with like Kevin Kilban and everything in one of the pubs in Didsbury, and like we raised so much money. I think we couldn't even believe the support and everything we got, so it was amazing. And
again, Irish TV were absolutely fantastic with that. They covered a Kevin Kilban night, and they covered like a lot of things. It was absolutely brilliant, the support from every community.
It's about everybody working together, isn't it?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Things can work when everybody do work together.
Definitely.
Right, and when did you start playing Gaelic football, Shauna?
I think I must have been about 8 or so when I started.
That
at home. All my family just played. I think I didn't really have an option at that age. I was going out to training and that was it. So I think I've probably played for about 5 different teams now since I've started. Like from between here at home, I played like over in New York as well and things. So
so you lived in New York as well?
Yeah, well, I'd just done like a J1 for a summer a few summers ago, and then played for a team over there. So yeah, again, like it's a great opportunity for like we got to travel to Maastricht, but I got to play in like New York and things, and I think loads of other girls have played over in America as well. So I think we're not just based in Manchester or based at home. Like you can
how about
play
you,
everywhere.
Jane? When did you start playing football?
I was what we always say at home is I was the son my father never had, so I was pushed out to training even if I didn't want to.
You're a bit of a tomboy, you mean?
Oh, completely and utterly. Loved sports, was terrible at camogie, so I ended up playing a lot more football. So I think I started when I was about 10, similar enough to Shauna. Played for a couple of teams, like because I moved to Limerick for a while, and then I did a bit of travelling. I actually ended up playing in New Zealand at one point for the crack, and came down to Manchester and just started like literally looked up a club, and O'Sheen's was there, and haven't looked back since basically.
God, that's
very, very lucky.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
And how do you see the development of ladies football growing here in Manchester?
It's been amazing.
Yeah, it's like at the minute it's brilliant. Well, I only actually joined like the team last year. But, I couldn't believe like the amount of girls down to training. There's another team as well based in Manchester. They've got a lot of players out. Like there's a few teams in Liverpool and things. So it's just massive over here. And even this year especially we're getting like 40 like girls at the minute that are members girls. So it's amazing at the minute.
So is it a
growing
girl
so
that
much.
trains you?
No.
Or is it a lad?
No, it's a man, an evil man called Johnny Garrett.
Oh no, he's not evil.
I know
He's evil when it comes to pre-season.
He just knows how to make us run a lot.
He's doing his job, and
he's doing good. He's doing good.
Absolutely fantastic. You can't deny that he's done anything bad. He's done fantastic as a manager.
Yeah, he is a good lad.
He is.
And how do you think we can get more girls involved in Gaelic football? Because the youth of today, you ask them, will they go playing football, the young girls, and think, oh no, that's a boys' game. So how could we get more girls involved?
I think, to be honest, there's a lot of barriers being kind of brought down in the last couple of years with football and things like that. Like when you look at home, women's football is the fastest growing sport in Ireland at the moment. So I think if it's in the media at home, and how it's in social network and all that, people are getting to see it over here as well. Like everything's being shared worldwide nowadays. You can't do anything without something being put on Facebook. So it actually is working. And down in O'Sheen's we've got a lot of underage going ahead as well. So like it's even filtering down through, more and more people that have settled here with their kids. And it's just, there's people that are getting interested in different sports, because I think for girls of today there's a lot of people that want to challenge themselves. So they see a different kind of sport, they're kind of going, oh, I might give that a try. And it's actually working out really well, because we've got a lot of girls that have never played.
And might want to start, do they have to be a certain age, or is it like in Ireland, can they start at 8 or 10?
Yeah, at the moment we have like Gaelic for girls going down at O'Sheen's. I think there's like an under 8 team, so the girls are like they're all primary school age. So I think that's not starting up until another few months now. It usually kind of starts around summertime. But like we say, we advertise that all on like the Facebook pages and things like that. So like parents, so if parents are involved in like the Facebook page and things like that, they'll keep updated for when training and things are starting. So Well,
I'm not a very sporty person, to be honest, and I do watch some Gaelic matches Mayo usually. That's people around the corner and watch it. But I know that they play for 35 minutes now, 35 minutes aside. Is it the same with girls? Do they play the same length or is it a shorter?
For club games, men and women, it's always 30.
Oh,
30 minutes, yeah.
Right,
it's the inter-county games that'll always be played at 35.
Right, okay.
But the women's inter-county will always be played at 30.
Right.
So it's only the men's senior county that'll play 35 minutes, thankfully, because we have enough in the 30.
Right. And like rules, comparing to men and women, have you got different rules too?
Yeah, there's a few like minor differences. So like we're allowed to pick up the ball off the ground, whereas the men have to like pick it up kind of using their feet as well. Yeah, like a toe tap up as well. Girls, well, it's meant to be non-contact, but I say that very lightly. Girls meant to be a lot less contact, so there's no like shoulders or anything, which is allowed in men's. However, it's still really physical. So, and I think that's and then the 30 minutes off. Yeah, they're like the main differences. Yeah.
And do you think it's a good thing, Jane, for girls to play football? Do you think would you advise any young girls out there?
Without doubt, yeah, definitely. I think team sports are the best things for men and women, but definitely for girls, because I think girls get so self-conscious at a certain age that it's just nice to be involved in like a group of girls that like everybody kind of gels together if they have one main interest. And it's a great way of making friends.
And it's a great way of keeping fit,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah,
brilliant.
Yeah, and normally, like, if you start a sport at a young age like that, you've got friends for life because they have the friendship up.
Definitely.
But that's what's after happening here as well. Like, we were just saying that coming in the car, it was like, living over here, you kind of rely on each other, and the girls that we've made friends with.
And a lot of people, like a lot of us came over here and we didn't actually know anyone moving over. So it's just amazing coming over and having that comfort that you're going to go in, join a team, meet so many girls, and like we say, like make great friends from it. And like the social aspect as well, lots of outings and everything. So
too many.
Yeah. No, it's great. Yeah, it's definitely more than just football.
And now that Sky TV has got involved in broadcasting all the games, do you think it'd be a good way of advertising ladies football? Because I've seen a lot of it on the TV, in the last few months.
It has. It definitely has a little bit, because people that would never have understood or ever heard of any kind of Gaelic games in work will be asking me about a couple of things. Like a lot of the guys would be like, what is this certain thing, that certain thing? And there are a couple of the girls that would ask me things. I think the main thing is a lot of people are frightened of playing it, but Sky is after bringing a lot to the game, definitely.
Yeah, putting on that stage is massive.
It has become a worldwide kind of game, so to speak. Even though it is mainly Irish, there are a lot of different cultures coming out to play it. Like, wasn't it at the World Sevens last year that they had a South African team that was made up of all South Africans? Like, there wasn't one Irish person on it, so it is great for like getting the sport worldwide on a mainstream.
People get to see it and they think,
definitely.
Definitely. When I'm talking about the TV, I was watching it today, and there's a lot on there about sexism with ladies football.
Yeah.
What do you think of all this?
There's always going to be a little bit of sexism, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And in our lifetime.
It's worse for girls, isn't it?
Yeah, there is. Like, Lidl, we were just speaking about that, or after taking up the ladies senior championships in the All Ireland series, and they've did a lot of adverts, basically kind of showing the kind of effects of sexism in the game and stuff like that. And it's basically it kind of made a mockery of it to some respects, but also kind of made you kind of think, Jesus, it is still a little bit sexist, but you're always going to have a little bit of it, unfortunately, because it's men.
We'll not get into that.
Right, I won't keep you much longer. There's a big night coming up for you. Tell me about that.
So we have our dinner dance, our annual dinner dance, and this year it's in the Trafford Cricket Club on the 23rd of April. So that's always a great night. Good night's crack, and there was quite a few medals and things to be given out this year, what with us doing so well. The men have a few medals as well to collect, so it's definitely sure to be a good night. Tickets are available online.
Yes.
And you can,
from the county, or from the committee, you can get them there.
Members,
Yeah.
Or they can always get in touch with us here at
Yes.
About Radio. pass on the numbers.
Yes, please
Definitely.
Listen, girls, I know you're going to be on the dance floor that night. I know you're going to have a great night.
I'd say
And
so.
from me, can I just say a big thank you to you, Shauna, and to Jane.
Thank
No
you.
worries at
coming in
all.
tonight
Thank you
on
very
this
much.
special night and helping us out.
Thank
and
you for
because
having
I
us.
know you're going to have a drink that night, I'm going to play a special song for you.
Oh,
And
brilliant.
it's Susan McCann and Little Old Wine Drinker Me.
I love
you,
it.
girls.
Thank you.
Well, I'm praying for rain in California, so the grapes can grow and they can make more wine. And I'm sitting in a honky in Chicago with a broken heart and a lover on my mind. I asked the man behind the bar to play the jukebox, and the music takes me back to Tennessee. And when they ask who that fool is in the corner crying, I said, little old wine drinker me. Well, I came here last week from down in Nashville, 'cause my baby left for Florida on a train. So I thought I'd get a job and just forget him. But in Chicago, the broken heart is just the same. I asked the man behind the bar to play the jukebox, and the music takes me back to Tennessee. And when they ask who that fool is in the corner crying, I said, little old wine drinker me. Well, I said, little old wine drinker me.
That was Little Old Wine Drinker Me by Susan McCann, and we played that especially for Jane and for Shauna to send them safely on their way to the Oisin's dinner dance. But somebody that's not going anywhere is Zhara Treanor. And Zhara, welcome back.
Thank you, Annette.
And thank you so much for keeping the phones answered and keeping the messages taken. But Zhara, you were in earlier on, now you were chatting to us earlier on, you were telling us all about Irish community care. Now, I want you to tell me a little bit about yourself when you left Ireland and what you started doing. I know you had a diploma in health and social care. How did you go about getting all this?
I left school at 16, Annette. I wasn't interested in education then. I went back to college in 2007 in Manchester here, and I got a diploma in health and social care along with level 3 maths and English.
Yeah.
I then went on to do a BA honours in social change, and I graduated this July with a master's in social work.
God, that is just amazing to think that you left Ireland, you had no interest in education. Do you think it was coming to Manchester and that first job you got that put you on the road to all this?
Oh, that was it, Annette. It was definitely your inspiration.
Do you think so?
Definitely.
Right, okay. And as part of your study, I know you had to do some research, and I know you've done a lot of research on Irish women.
That's
now,
right, yeah.
Go on, tell us a little, because I know this is very interesting.
I done my research dissertation on Irish women who emigrated to Manchester between 1950 and 1970. Being an Irish woman myself, I'm finding out that for every 100 men that left Ireland, 115 women left Ireland, but the focus has always been on the male immigrant, leaving the woman in the background as usual.
Yeah, exactly.
So with working in the Irish community and working in the social care setting, I recognise gaps in the service provision and lack of understanding of Irish cultural identity. So that really inspired me to do some research.
Right, okay. Now, you must have put a lot of work into that and a lot of effort. And do you honestly think, Zhara, that women were discriminated against years ago?
Yes, definitely not. They still are to date in some respects, but like in Ireland especially, a woman's place was in the home as a wife and a homemaker. It was actually written into the 1937 Irish Constitution, and that resulted in a marriage bar where all married women were dependents of their husbands, so they couldn't pay tax separately or claim welfare benefits in their own right. And this carried on. It was lifted in 1973, but it was still frowned upon for many years after for a woman to work outside the home.
Yeah.
And with like contraception and that being illegal in Ireland, women had difficulty limiting their families,
Yeah,
and
they
usually
couldn't, go into a chemist and buy contraceptives or anything like that years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't drink in a pub.
No.
Right, and I found that really, really hard to believe.
I remember that.
Do you?
Yeah, women not going into pubs on their own.
I would never have been in pubs. I might be a little bit older than you, but I would never have been in a pub. Because we never went. Well, we never went to pubs.
And I'd pull the other one.
I'm not pulling anything, honestly. We were never allowed to go to pubs. It was just at the time, years ago, you wouldn't see girls in pubs, and that was it.
Yeah.
Right, and I do believe that women couldn't go along to pick up their children's allowance either. The husband had to go and do all that.
That's right, everything was claimed through the husband, and the women just went by, and if you hadn't got a husband or you split up with your husband, that's where you fell short, because
you wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't get it, no.
God, that's unbelievable.
Which maybe has resulted in a lot more women than men leaving Ireland.
Yeah,
be one of the factors.
And probably for a lot of women staying with their husband even though they weren't happy.
Exactly.
Yeah. And women were also unable to get barring orders against a violent partner, so if their husband was hitting them or, anything
that
like
was
that,
part of being
they had
married.
to live with it.
Yeah.
God, that's just unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, and women weren't allowed to have their own property. They couldn't own their own house.
No, everything went through their husband. Even the family stem system in Ireland, from a large farm, it was left down through the men in the family, not the women. The women again were left out. So unless you had a rich family who could provide a dowry for you, you hadn't much choice rather than emigrate or.
Yeah, God, it was really, really sad. When you think back about all these things that happened years ago. I know that women couldn't choose their place of residence. So in other words, if they got married, they couldn't go with their husband and decide to buy a house down the road. The husband had the choice. If he had a house, he just had to live there or live with it. Find somewhere else to live. And of course, the same problem is still happening. Pay. Women always got paid less than men.
And that still happens today.
And it still happens.
Yeah.
Well, how do you think all this can be changed there? How can we get more rights for women? Or can it be done?
Well, us women have to all stick together and fight for our rights and come forward and have a voice.
Yeah.
So.
Right, okay. Now, Zhara, that was all very, very interesting. Now, one thing I didn't even think about saying to you, I know when you were on about doing this dissertation, did it get published? Did you tell me a long time ago that it got published?
No, well, it's published. You published it to the university. No, that was my first. I'd done a dissertation and my BA honours degree that got recommendations to have it published. But in that, I researched myself through autoethnography of my experience of being an Irish woman in Britain.
Well done, Zhara. Now, all I can say to Irish Community Care is that they've got a great asset there in you. You're very involved. You love your job. And you're doing your very best to get it up and running and keeping all the women out there happy. And
can I just say hello to the staff, Carmel, Jane, Amanda, Mary, Bridget, and all the volunteers, women and men. As I said, the majority is women. And
we're talking about women tonight.
But we have to give them a mention just to keep them sweet and that.
Yeah, I know.
But a big hello to everybody who takes part and comes and helps us every week organise our events, and to Rose Morris, our chairperson, who has done a great job with trying to keep Irish Community Care afloat in a difficult time that we're going through at the minute. So I think they all should give themselves a good clap on the back.
Yeah. Right, remind everybody again, I know you're up with Marion Quinn on a Tuesday.
Yeah, we're down
up at St
Mary's. We're down at St Kent's on a Monday with Kevin Fitzpatrick from 11:30 to 2:30. We're at the Irish World Heritage Centre on a Wednesday from 12 to 3, and we're at St Anne's in Stepford from 12 to 3. Can I also just give St Anne's a plug for the 16th of March? They're having a big St Patrick's Day party where Irish TV is coming to join us as well, so it'll be a great day's crack with music, and there's hot food. There's also hot food in the Irish World Heritage Centre on the 15th, Wednesday the 15th of March for St Patrick's Day, and Yeah, and Kevin Fitzpatrick in St Kent's is doing a breakfast on St Patrick's morning and putting some of the proceeds towards Irish Community Care, and then Marion Quinn in St Mary's is doing an afternoon in St Mary's on St Patrick's Day, and she is doing a raffle and giving the proceeds to Irish Community Care. So I'd just like to thank everybody and thank them for the generosity and helping us to keep
there
going.
There is so many good people out there that's helping out, and this is the time now that Irish Community Care needs to help.
Exactly,
and you know, big from Zhara and from me and from everybody in the Irish community, a big thank you to you all for helping out Irish Community Care, because we need them there. You know, I know quite a few ladies that look forward to going to these meetings every Tuesday and every Monday, every Wednesday, and it's the only time of the week they get out to go anywhere, and Irish Community Care is their life. So, you know, for all those people, a big thank you to everybody out there that has supported them. Now, I just cannot believe it. I've just looked at the clock and it's 5 to 8 and I don't even know what to say, because I'm gutted because the night has gone so fast. Now, the last tune I'm going to play it very specially, Zhara, and it should be for a lady, but I'm not playing it for a lady, I'm playing it for your son, right? And his name is Olin, right? And the song I'm playing for him tonight is called Woodcarver. And if you keep watching Irish TV in the next 2 or 3 weeks, you'll know exactly why we played this song. But firstly, can I say a big thank you to all our listeners for tuning in tonight to our special International Women's Day programme. Thank you to everyone who called us in and texted us in and got involved in the show through Facebook. Thank you to our very special guest, Michelle O'Leary. Michelle, a talented musician. So a big thank you to you, Michelle, for coming in and playing all that lovely music for us. Zhara, a big thank you to you.
You're welcome, Annette. I've really enjoyed this evening.
Oh, well, you never know. We might get you in a little bit more often.
You might.
No, big thank you to you, Zhara, and great work. And thanks for all your support. And the best of luck to Irish Community Care for the future. And I know there's a fundraiser also coming up down at St Kentigans as well.
That's right, on the 3rd of June.
And we've got the great Caitlin going to be at that event.
That's
right, so we will be
yeah.
advertising all this on Out and About Manchester Radio. Can I say a big thank you to the Usheen's girls, that's Shauna and Jane, and those two girls are looking so well, so fit. I'm actually thinking about taking up Gaelic football myself, so a big thank you to you girls. And don't forget, after this show, get your televisions on and tune in to Out and About Manchester TV with Martin Logan. That starts at 8:30 on Sky Channel 191. I'm back here again tomorrow night from 7 o'clock till 9 on Out and About Manchester Radio, and I'll have Martin and Donal with me for all the good they are, but they'll be here anyway. So again, thank you from me. Thank you to all our listeners. Hope you enjoyed the show. From us all, good night and God bless.
Good night, take care, bye-bye.
Good night and thank you. And this one is called Woodcutter, and it's Sandy Kelly.
Woodcarver, carve me the house of my dreams. Carve me a valley, make me a stream that runs through the mountains and under the trees. Woodcarver, do this for me.
Well, I can carve you a house out of oak, out of pine, make you a castle that sits on the Rhine, even a cottage that no one can find, with a sun that forever will shine. But I can't make it real for you. It's only as real as the wood that I use. I can't make your dreams come true. That's something you'll have to do.
Woodcarver, carve me the love I can't find. Make him gentle, tender and kind. Carve him a heart that will always be mine. Woodcarver, take your time.
Well, I can carve you a knight, or a cowboy in jeans, or maybe a sailor coming home from the sea, as hard as the oak, or as soft as the pine, just like the man you can't find. But I can't make it real for you. It's only as real as the wood that I use. I can't make your dreams come true. That's something you'll have to do.
Woodcarver, do you mind if I watch? Your hands are so smooth and your chisel so sharp. I'm not getting your way. Woodcarver, please let me stay.
Well, I can carve you your house, I can carve you your man, but I can give you much more with these wood carving hands. No, you won't be a bother if you want to stay. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I could make it real for you. I'm as real as the wood that I use. I could make your dreams come true. There's nothing more you'd have to do.
Oh, woodcarver, make it come true. Woodcarver, carve me the house of my dreams. Carve me a valley, make me a stream that runs through the mountains and under the trees. Woodcarver, do this for